afternoon. Here. Can you
Yes,
see
sir.
me? Yeah. Good afternoon, Vijay Shankar here.
Good afternoon.
Well, what is your view about fashion in Bollywood over the years? And how much have you seen Indian cinema?
I've seen my fair share of Indian cinema ever since I was a kid. I've not really seen all of the films, but yes, you know, we were, and I mentioned this before as well. I used to be like a big fan of Amitabh Bachchan films as well as Anil Kapoor's films, Rishi Kapoor's films. All of the, you know, the comedies from back in the day in the 70s and the 80s. As far as the fashion is concerned, I think at one point in time, I wouldn't like to criticize it in any way because every age is specific. The fashion is specific for them. One thing that I did not like, and probably I don't like till today, is something that when men wear bell bottoms. I think it's just not something for the man. So that is something I did disagree with. But I think, the leather jackets, the cuts for jackets and shirts at that time did sort of define that age. And I think it has evolved over time. There's been there's clear demarcations over the decades. Like in the 70s, there were these big collar shirts, big lapel jackets, and men used to wear the collars outside on top of the jacket. It was a very Italian, New York gangster thing to do. And then it went on to the 80s where I think anything and everything just worked. And then came the 90s and the 2000s. I think in 2000 the fashion sense has refined the most. And I think what now is going on in Bollywood, especially in editorials, on the ramps, on the catwalks, and in the magazines and in the movies, it's amazing. I think there's so much versatility out there now that you can pick and choose from any age. And I don't think we should, at this point in time, limit ourselves to just like what is the trend this year. Right now, I think is the perfect time where you can choose a fashion that belongs to any age, which suits you best.
Fawad, share with us.
I'm working on a project currently, which is being directed by Shakun Batra. It's called Kapoor and Sons. It also has, a lineup of great other actors in the film: Siddharth, Alia, Rishi Saab, Ratnaji, Rajat sir. All of these guys were fantastic actors, great people to work with. And we're hoping to see that release sometime early, in the first quarter of next year. Other than that, I'm in discussions with other filmmakers, but nothing as yet has been penned down or concretized. Having said that, nothing has been refused as well. We're constantly just going back and forth on the ideas right now.
फवाद, आपका किरदार क्या है उस मूवी में?
Kapoor and Sons में जी, Siddharth and I were both brothers who were basically competing with one another as authors, as writers.
अच्छा फवाद, आपने छोटे पर्दे और बड़े पर्दे दोनों पे काम किया है. आप अभी क्या समझते हैं? छोटा पर्दा भी बड़ा है एक तरह से?
जी छोटा, वो डिपेंड करता है आप कितना बड़ा टीवी लगाना चाहते हैं, तो पर्दा उतना ही बड़ा हो जाता है. But I think जो टीवी का चार्म है वो अलग है और फिल्म का चार्म अलग है. Having worked on both mediums, I have love and respect and regard for both the mediums. फिल्म जरा थोड़ा सा चैलेंजिंग हो जाता है कि आपने ना 1.5 घंटे 2 घंटे की रेस के अंदर सब कुछ प्रूव करना होता है. Then on television, obviously, you have the facility, you have the luxury of actually pacing yourself or pacing the story over a number of episodes. But I feel कि जो आजकल हो रहा है, अब television का भी जो एक recent conversion है, especially I think it's something that started in the West and is now catching on even in the East, is how they're turning television into film. Television एक film जैसा अब दिखता है, अब जो TV serials होते हैं वो film जैसे दिखते हैं. तो अनकरीब I feel कि even in this part of the world कोई distinction नहीं कर पाएगा. Glamour दोनों का उतना ही बड़ा होगा. But having said that, on a closing argument, I have love and respect for both mediums. They've both given me a lot.
How do you celebrate Ramzan? What do you do on, how do you celebrate Eid? And what is your favorite delicacy for, Ramzan, which you love and eat?
I don't have one favorite delicacy.
No?
we should have a conversation, and it'll be a very long, at-length conversation later on when we talk about food.
Okay, so at least how are you planning to celebrate the coming Eid?
Well, अभी मैं एक आध दिन के लिए वापस घर गया था, तो मैं HQ को सिर्फ हाथ लगा के आया हूँ. But unfortunately, I'll not be able to spend Eid back at home this time around as well. I'm here in Bombay, just finishing up some work. तो यहीं पे गुजरेगी, जिस तरह पिछली दफा गुजरी थी. And Eid for me is it's an occasion where you just it's like a meet and greet. I feel it's an occasion that has a lot of traditional importance. But I think what it is at the core of it is actually just, I wouldn't say, you resolve differences as well with people during that time. It's an excuse to actually meet people that you've not met for a very long time. So I feel Eid for me is more about meeting people. And number 2 on the list comes food, and number 3 on the list, which I think the most important is sleeping.
Okay.
So sleeping it off is great.
Any favorite food, biryani or anything would you like to put it up? Which we can probably, say...
Karele.
Sorry?
I'm just kidding. Anything and everything, whatever's laid out on the table. I'm not a very picky, choosy eater. I feel that if anything smells nice, tastes nice, it should go in the belly.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm not a picky, choosy like that.
Okay.
Fawad, do we have any questions that are related to...
के पीछे क्या राज है और इससे ब्रांड को कितना फायदा होगा? We want to know your take on it.
राज क्या है? मैं आपको क्यों बताऊं? अगर राज है तो राज ही रहने दें उसको.
सब लोग हैं यहाँ पे अगर कुछ...
Fawad,
Just let him answer.
It's very sweet. It's very kind of the women. I feel that I'm blessed to be, to be appreciated like that, in that light. I had to be very honest, never thought that I was the most, I didn't really particularly think I was a very attractive man, but if you guys have taken the call on that, you've decided, I'll just go with it, I don't have a problem. But I just feel that there is a certain, what I've assessed over the years, जो मुझे समझ आया है, कि एक certain तरीका होता है, way of carrying yourself. And if you're the proper gentleman, I think every woman in the world does tend to fall for a gentleman. Every woman likes a bad boy, but probably just for the first day or so. But, longer crushes last on men who know how to carry themselves and have an attitude that's very genuine. I feel my attitude is very genuine, or if not that, then I act really well. So I have you people convinced.
Fawad, here, last. To your left and last.
जी सर.
Yeah. Sir, अभी आपकी एक पिक्चर आई थी करीना कपूर के साथ फोटो.
जी.
तो कोई फिल्म करने वाले हैं उनके साथ, कुछ बताना चाहेंगे उसके बारे में?
जी वो हमारी एक फिल्म सेट से ही थी. We were shooting for a film, then you guys got that picture. No, she was promoting for Bajrangi Bhaijaan, and I was doing a photo shoot for Giovanni in the same studio. So we happened to meet each other, and that picture got clicked. जहाँ तक फिल्म करने का ताल्लुक है, I would love to work with such a talented actor, such as Kareena herself. I think she has a great body of work behind her. And that goes for a lot of other actors in this industry as well. I have a great deal of respect for the artists, because they have catered to a crowd, to an audience all over the world. So having said that, I feel कि उनको अपने craft पे एक बड़ा उबूर है, and to work with such talented actors would be quite a treat. अगर कुछ ऐसा मौका मिला in the future, then why not?
Fawad, on your right.
Right.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
There
you.
is lunch being served outside. Have a
Thank
lovely
you.
day.
Thank you.